everybody, welcome to Mining Modern. This is perhaps the most patriotic episode I've ever done. It's the 4th of July. Blame my editor. My editor said, hey Corbin, you know, people liked it when you did a Christmas themed episode. Why don't you do a 4th of July themed episode? And I said, well, you turned me loose. We're going to see what's going to happen, right? So here we go. We got the shirt. We got the American tee. We've got it all. We're ready to play some Jeskai Freedom Riders. That's what I called it. It's also known as American, right? Red, white, and blue. Deck of Flyers, because that's the closest we can get to a bald eagle, right? There are not enough eagles in Magic, but there are a lot of Flyers. So that's a deck we're playing. It looks like we're playing against a mill deck. Sure, why not? So we have... this hand was interesting. It's got some Flyers, but it also had removal, which just looks like it's going to be pretty good. It's pretty slow. It just obviously has the one familiar and the favorable wins. But removal can go a long way, so that's what we're rolling with anyways. Obviously getting Crab off the table is pretty important against Mill. The Judge's Familiars, the Mausoleum Wonders, are pretty good here. The Path might be pretty bad, even though we have another Bolt already, but we'll see what our opponent's up to here. I don't know if this deck's good or not, just for the record. I went on... Ooh, a Phantasm, I see. Okay, well, there's a Bolt target. Alright, well, we're going to draw a bunch of land here. Are we going to kill all those creatures? There's something to that, at least. He doesn't have the mill heavy hand, he has a creature heavy hand, which is exactly what we're prepared to deal with here. Alright, here we go. Yeah, so I don't know, this deck is decent. I think it's got a bunch of Flyers. It's got Ether Vial to tie it all together. It's got, I don't know, the ability to fly over people and kill them really fast. You also got some Taxes effects and Judge's Familiar and Mausoleum Wonder. You have Spell Quellers, which are obviously just a great 3-drop. It gets to play a lot of fun cards. Do any of those cards work? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But we're going to start it off by trying to beat down here. We've dealt with our opponent's creatures. He's out of creatures. Now we're just going to get milled to death forever. We have Moorland Haunt in the deck. Maybe we'll get that sweet value. Okay, well, I would not have minded drawing that. Alright, well, let's go ahead and play this. Don't think our life total is going to matter too much, especially given that we have the creature removal spell with the Path here. So we'll just go ahead and play the favorable wins. Play the Judge's Familiar. Alright, the mill's going to begin in earnest here, but, hey, look, we're attacking finally. Boom, taste that sweet taste of freedom. Down to 18. I don't know what freedom tastes like, just for the record. Maybe like a Nathan's hot dog on the 4th of July. If you guys haven't ever watched the hot dog eating contest in New York on the 4th of July, it's something, that's for sure. Alright, our opponent does not have Delirium. We can go ahead and path that thing when we untap. Let's see, how does this work? At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep. So it won't trigger, so we can actually wait a while to do it. Alright, so we've drawn Mausoleum Wonder. We'll go ahead and play that. So this is a sweet value. Making this a 2-2 actually means that it can counter more things because of favorable wins, so it's kind of nice. I'm going to go ahead and shock myself here just because it saves us a card off the Mesmeric Orb, even though we're obviously not doing anything with that mana. I just want to make sure I'm reading this right here. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep. Okay. So we can just wait till the end of the turn and see if he actually hits Delirium. Right, he's at 14. We have 6 power on board here. Oh, he's got Ensnaring Bridge in his deck. Uh-oh. Might not be able to beat that one. That's good to know. We're definitely boarding into Wear Tear here. If he plays Bridge, I think we're just dead. Especially since we already used 2 Lightning Bolts. Alright, he's up to 5 card types here, so now we definitely need to path him at the end of the turn. We scooped a Bridge, but if he doesn't have... Oh, no. So we scooped a Bridge, but he doesn't have Bridge, we're doing pretty well. Alright, well, we'll get rid of one of them. There's a lot of milling that's going to happen to us. Our opponent's heavy on creatures. You don't see that quite as often out of mill deck. Wish he dealt himself 1 more damage and be at 12. That would be nice. Although what we draw is spectacular. If we just draw a creature, we have lethal next turn. He wants a Ghost Quarter us, huh? I've not. I could go get a mountain, but it's one less card in our deck. But since there's one lightning bolt in our deck as well, so do we think that the card is more important, having it in our deck, or do we think the odds of drawing our one lightning bolt are more important? I don't know. I have no idea how you could even attempt to determine that math. I'm going to go ahead and not do it because we can still draw a land to get to it. Whereas having that land left in that card left in our deck might matter a little more. Obviously, it looks bad if we just immediately rip Lightning Bolt here, but I think that's probably the only thing that makes us look bad. Okay, let's see what we draw here. Ooh, that's a lot of mill. 6, 7? Alright. Down to 29, 28 after we draw. Alright, let's see. Okay, so there's still a Lightning Bolt left in our deck. I guess I should have, because if we draw Manus right or anything, so that was actually probably pretty bad. I should have fetched for it. That was incredible. Okay. That's fine. Wow, I got punished pretty hard, huh? Okay, well, we can still win the game. We have a lot of creatures on board that kill him. I definitely messed that up, though. Think about drawing Lightning Bolt, didn't even think about drawing, like, Manus Rider or whatever. Late at night. Oh, he's definitely going to be able to hide away us pretty soon. That was quite the brain fart with that failure to fetch, huh? Properly punished for it. Alright, probably might still win the game, but put him down to 1 here. I just tried to get too cute. I didn't even think it through. Okay, well, we're not letting that resolve. This is fine. We still hit him for 4 and put him to 3. Which means he's still dead next turn. Breaking, yep, okay. Sure. Alright, he needs something pretty good here. Unlucky for him, we actually still have 21 cards. We'll be able to do this on our turn, I guess. He needs another Crypt Incursion, though, and the problem is he can't actually resolve Crypt Incursion currently. Well, I mean, I guess we'd have to sack one of our guys and then not have lethal. But we could also just draw a red source. The mountain is gone, but I'm sure there's a Sacred Foundry or something left. For what it's worth, if I had pulled the land out, we'd have 20 cards in our deck, and he'd be able to activate the Shelldock on his turn. Hey, look, we drew Sacred Foundry. See, you see, I knew all along. I definitely didn't misplay. I definitely didn't just, like, play too fast. Not at all. Oh, look, a Crypt Incursion. Why don't we go ahead and Lightning Bolt? Alright, I very cleverly did it. Let's sideboard. Alright, wear and tear, please. Vendilion click, yes, please. Is Canonus good? Canonus might be good. Angel's pretty slow here. Honestly, the paths are kind of good. That's weird, right? But they are. No, actually, all these cards are good, right? Cut a cannon. Canonus is not super important, I guess. This is good, I think. Having both of them is fine. Let's see here. Maybe favorable winds tries to set up a little more than we need to. We just want to kill him. In that case, maybe it's like a Sarah Avenger. No, I don't want to get creatures. Okay, we'll go with this. Why not? Okay, well, had a real silly brain fart there in game 1, but whatever. And I'll keep this one. These are awkward Sarah Avengers. Hopefully he gives us something to wear on turn 2, so that's not a wasted turn. But I think the Sarah Avengers are good, though. These are so good when you have the Ether Vial. Alright, our opponent has mold to 6. What does that mean? Oh, geez. Okay, well, there's something to kill, I guess. This is an interesting one. Whenever creatures put an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, you gain a life. So milling us, like he's going to do with the Hedron Crab, can gain him life. That's actually pretty nice. Of course, we need milled for 6. And we have no outs to Hedron Crab right now, so that's unfortunate. Yep, this Hedron Crab is just going to get a go off. Fortunately, he only has 3 cards in hand. Alright, well, here comes another Hedron Crab trigger. He got 1 more life out of it. Yeah, well, it could have been worse. Ah, we actually drew an attacker, huh? I think I have to get the beatdown going? Because he has 3 cards in hand, and if they're lands, we're probably, like, I care more about his spells than his lands, I think. Because even if Hedron Crab hits us for 6, it's still less than the spell. So let him gain some life for the moment. Because next turn I can just Spell Queller. And we actually have to start attacking him. So yeah, so he just has a normal land there. And he didn't hit a creature. Yeah, I think killing the Profane Memento there would be worse than just getting onto the board. I think our turn 4 is going to end up looking like playing an Avenger. Plus, we need to kill that anyways. Alright, let's see. So what's this thing need? 10 or... Uh-oh. Oh, well, this is a good draw. Not sure how we're going to beat the Jace's Phantasm. Oh, look at this. It gets bumped by because of his Phantasm. Still not loving where we're at here. At all. But we're going to go ahead and pass. We're going to try to Spell Queller something on his turn. Maybe we can just make our Palace in the Clouds big enough to go off. Because we're going to be getting hit by this thing, and we're going to try racing it, I guess. This would have been a great game for an Ether Vial. We would have just been destroying his stuff left and right while vialing in Fliers. Okay, well, I'm going to get hit for 5 here. Oh, wow, he wants to play defense. I guess that makes sense. What's he want to cast? Breaking, huh? Alright, can't... Sorry, can't let you have that one. Test dummy. Well, I doubt he has any hard removal, so... Definitely gaining a bunch of life. Oh, we drew Path. Beautiful. Now we'll go ahead and Path this thing so we can attack. We do Hedron Crab ourselves this way. That's unfortunate. But it's worth it because we got to get some damage in. We still have 34 cards left in our library too, which is quite a few. Well, 31 now, I guess. Destroy target enchantment for 1. He doesn't have any of those. Alright, so... Do I play Sarah Avenger or do I kill Mesmeric Orb? I think it actually might be correct to kill Mesmeric Orb here. Maybe. We hit him for 5 if we don't kill the orb. On the other hand, if we play Saravenger, then that orb's going to get us for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're just going to get milled 5. And I don't think that's worth it. I'm just going to kill it. Okay, well, we have 31 cards in our library. Our opponent still has a bunch of life, right? He's a 21, but he only has 2 cards in hand, so... and lands mill for 3. Everything else will mill for more. So this game looks like it might be close, but... Oh, that's a good one, though. Whew, that was a good draw. Perhaps the best draw on his deck. Ouch. That might have killed us. Oh, man. That's pretty bad for us. And so we have 1 Sacred Foundry left here. And let's see how ugly it gets. I think we're going to die. I think that Visions of Beyond killed us pretty hard. Oh, no. Yeah, we are dead now. The old Jace's Phantasm blocking value. That was a nice draw, though. Yes, now we can attack with our Pride of the Clouds. Nice thing with these things is having Vigilance. If he does try to race us, we can actually we can chump block with him, but still get in some damage. I suspect he'll trade here. I think he's in a good spot to just win by milling at this point. Wow, he just takes it. Okay, that's good for us because I'd much rather race the Jace's Phantasm than oh, he had another Visions of Beyond. We are super dead. That is basically the best card in the deck in the mid game. And he had them both. So we are dead. Alright, this puts us down to 14 cards in hand. Or, sorry, in our library. Guess we just want to draw like a Manus Rider or something here. It'd be perfect. And we could kill his Profane Memento, which has gained him a lot of life this game, it's true, but... What was that? We're down to... Alright, we're dead. Alright, well, let's try again. Is this good? I don't think it's great. No, I mean I think we have the deck the way we want it. See if we can get there in game 3. We got this popper. I need to pop it off if we win, but I can't do that if we can't win. Our opponent's deep in the sideboard here, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if this is... I mean, maybe we wanted like the favorable wins here over a 3-drop. Maybe we just have too many 3-drops. We'll see. If we had a nice Ether Vial hand, that'd be nice. This hand's a mulligan. No white mana. This hand's all the mana, but I guess it's got a clock. I don't want that. Okay, well, hopefully we'll draw a 2-drop here we can play of some sort. The double Manus Rider can kill him pretty fast. Basically anything we can cast right here would be great. Unfortunately, we were not that lucky. Okay, well, we start the beatdown next turn. We'll click him in his draw step. Oh, gosh. He's got the dream going on here again. Oh, no fetch land, I guess, so not quite the dream. Just a sweet promo land. Alright, man, it's gaining life. The Profane Memento is back. It's kind of a sweet card, actually. Yeah, I don't think we could. We mulliganed. I don't think we could ship this hand. But it, you know, it is a little. Well, now we draw. I knew we were gonna. It's so awkward. We've been so good last turn and so bad this turn. I mean, I have nothing. There's nothing to do here, but click his draw step. Let him have one more Hadron Crab activation. Next turn we play Manus Rider and bolt the crab. Oops, not that one. This one. The one I can cast. Is this where you say taste it? Taste the sweet click of freedom? We'll see. Yeah. Alright, let's see what he's working with. Whoo! No land, though. Oh my gosh, this is all so bad for us. I guess, I mean, I have to take the bridge away from him because we can't beat it. But that's just going to give him a land for the rest of his cards, but there's just no other option. Because otherwise we're betting just... I mean, we could let him do nothing, he wouldn't have land this turn. He'd hold up Negate, or he'd play Manic Scribe or Orb or whatever. He'd have to take the bridge. Doesn't feel super great, but that is what we have to do. So if we're lucky he missed on the land, in which case his options are much more limited and sets him back and we get to start beating him down. And so if he just taps out for like Manic Scribe or whatever here, it's great for us, or Orb. Manic Scribe would have been better because we could have bolted it, but Orb is what it is. And it's not going to keep his hand revealed. Thanks, Magic Online. Okay, that one's not bad. Alright, we want some red, white, and blue. America! Swing for 6. I'm actually not going to bolt the crab, I think. Because if we swing for 9 next turn, that puts him at 7. I wish I could still see his hand. Remember what all was in it. Let's see here if I can find it in the chat. Nope, I can't. Well, okay, that's fine. Whatever. I'm just going to let him have it because he doesn't have land. So if he draws land and it mills us, whatever. But the ability to go to the face here with Lightning Bolt might be more relevant. I'm also not going to fetch because the life doesn't necessarily matter as much. So also, if he were to get a Jace's Phantasm, it's a 5/5 or something, we'd need to Lightning Bolt it. All right, he's got the Manic Scribe. That's fine. I'm not going to fetch because I want to draw land on the next turn, so I want to slightly improve my odds of drawing land so that I can play Pride of the Clouds plus Mantis Rider. Like that. Sweet. Alright, is there planes in here we can go get? Sweet. Alright. Red, white, blue. Mantis Rider. And this here, Pride of the Clouds, which is conveniently a 4/4 for 2, which I guess that's pretty good. All right, we'll clock him for 9. He's got 20 because of this Profane Memento going off here, but if he hasn't hit land on this turn, it's probably over. I think he also has a Crypt Incursion that will wreck our world. That's why we're just putting as much damage on the board as possible. We get a hit for 13 next turn plus Lightning Bolt, so 16. So if he doesn't gain, if he didn't hit land here, it's probably over. He does have 4 card types, so he gets a mill in our upkeep and gets some more life off the Profane Memento. Pretty unlucky for our opponent to not find a 3rd land, obviously. I won't discount that. We can punish this deck decently, though. Oh, he found a land. Means he has Crypt Incursion. That's pretty good. Alright, let's see it. Oh, looks like he gains a little more life. Alright, this Judge is familiar. Crypt Incursion going to gain quite a bit, but we're beating down pretty hard. And still have 33 cards left in our deck, which is quite a few. 29 after our draw step, I guess. Might consider bolting the Manic Scribe. We'll see. Unfortunately, our deck's got to be well positioned. We have 8 1-drops that mess with his casting of spells, and we didn't have any. We didn't play anything till turn 3 this game. Fortunately, old Freedom Rider does put on the beats pretty well. Yep. Oh, well, that's a whole bunch of life he just gained. Alright, need to draw a flyer here. Oh man, that's a lot of milling. That is not what we wanted to draw. Yeah, I think we needed to draw a flyer on that turn. I'm going to have to go ahead and bolt the Manic Scribe, I think, because we need to protect cards in our library at this point over anything else. I guess I can wait till his turn to figure it out. Yeah, I think we might be dead. Oh no. If he's playing another, well, I guess that doesn't mean he has land. In fact, he probably would have played it last turn, right? Yeah, him trying to fetch land just kills us so hard right now. So many things he does kill us. I'd like to draw another Mantis Rider. Is that possible? It is possible. Actually, I guess I'd really like to draw Spell Queller. We have so many cards that are good against him. We've drawn not very many of them. Wow, he did have it. Well, rip 6 of our cards. Okay. Oh my gosh. I think we're very dead. This is why we've been holding on to this lightning bolt. Since now we have to bolt the Phantasm. Think we've lost. And we're gonna flood out anyways. You know, I think this matchup's like pretty reasonable for our deck. I think we drew really, really, really bad in this game. Like, we've obviously flooded out super hard, but also even the cards we did draw were just not particularly good in the matchup. Like, they're fine, but I guess the main part is we just flooded out. I don't really know what he can draw that we wouldn't die. I think we're dead here. It has to be a not land. I guess it has to be like Archive Trap, and he's just always on 4 lands. No, he just has a Polluted Delta and we die. Okay, well, I guess mill is the enemy of freedom. I don't know. Is that really what you want to be? Good games.